Astronomers and cosmologists are in for a shock. These cool photographs of the universe captured by the James Webb Telescope has them doubting if what they know about the universe is even true. There's always been significant debate in the scientific community about the Big Bang Theory. There are those who stand by it, and then those who don't. But these new photos, could they turn the theory to dust altogether? Let's find out. First up, we have snapshots of the early universe via the James Webb Space Telescope. All the images that we've come across through the James Webb Space Telescope, JWST, have been nothing but absolutely spectacular. We're simple people. We see shiny things, it makes us feel all too excited. JWST's job is to reveal all the veiled mysteries of the universe, and with these new images, it shows us new corners of the cosmos. At the same time, it's launched the entire scientific community into a new dilemma. Can these images disprove the Big Bang Theory? Back in July, we received a set of full-color images from NASA's latest telescope, and they didn't disappoint one bit. These images revealed an entire part of the universe that had never been seen before. They captured multiple facets of our cosmic history, ranging from the nearest exoplanets to all those observable galaxies so far away from us. And now, just a month later, the telescopes captured more parts of the universe that were hidden from us. Well, they're no longer hidden for sure. Called Epoch 1, this new image by the telescope shows an entire collection of never-before-seen galaxies near the handle of the Big Dipper. Scientists are speculating that one of these galaxies, Maisie's galaxy, probably existed 290 million years after the Big Bang. Most of these galaxies formed right after the Big Bang, and new spectroscopic data from these images reveals more details about these galaxies. Looks like we've stumbled upon a treasure trove of evidence about our universe and its beginnings. Up next, interesting new information about the universe's first galaxies. We have the Cosmic Evolution Early Release Survey, better known as SEERS, working with JWST on these new images, and according to them, there are some very important elements of interest in the images. First, we have a spiral galaxy emitting a redshift of z equals 0.16. Okay, let's explain what a redshift is before we dive into the rest of the details. A redshift is basically extremely red light coming from any luminous object in space. As an object moves further away from our vantage point in the universe, it emits a red light, measuring the redshift allowing scientists to calculate just how far an object is from Earth. Anyway, let's talk about some more galaxies and their redshift values. There's a mess of galaxies that the scientists are calling the Space Kraken because, well, it kind of looks like an ancient sea monster. This collection of galaxies has a redshift of around 1.4. And finally, we have Maisie's galaxy. This one had a total redshift value of 14. That's one staggering number, folks. But what exactly do these numbers signify? Well, they kind of hint at the fact that perhaps the universe's first galaxies started forming much earlier than we thought. So what are these SEERS researchers focusing on right now? Jonathan Trump, an associate professor of UConn Department of Physics, has much to say about this exciting new wealth of information. Trump's fulfilling the role of co-investigator in this SEERS and JWST collaboration, and their main focus right now is to study the chemical composition of these early galaxies. Because of the telescope's enhanced infrared sensitivity, researchers have finally got their hands on crisp, detailed images of the early galaxies of the cosmos. Due to this, Trump was able to lead an area of research that paid particular attention to the gas conditions in which these early galaxies began taking form. Trump explained that the universe began with just two key elements, hydrogen and helium. With time, after several nuclear fusion reactions, the universe filled up with the rest of the elements that are mentioned in the periodic table. Fascinatingly, new research inspired by these images reveals that hydrogen and helium weren't the only two elements providing fuel to these early galaxies. These infant galaxies also contain oxygen and some more non-primordial elements. The suggestion that this could be possible changes how we look at the formation of these old galaxies. The fact that oxygen might have enriched these galaxies means the nuclear fusion that took place inside them must have been extremely efficient. This discovery completely changes how researchers and scientists have been looking at the formation of the early universe. There's a lot of information in these images that researchers are continuing to decipher, and once that's done, it's sure to blow some minds. But why is it so important to know about these first galaxies? Astronomers and cosmologists have always been curious about the stars and galaxies that formed right after the Big Bang. The big explosion led to the formation of numerous galaxies, and by studying the chemical composition of these early galaxies, scientists are better able to understand the origins of the cosmos. Right now, all we have are ideas and theories, but nothing's definitive and nothing's set in stone. This is one reason why those who work to study the universe are always curious, because there's always something out there that completely changes how you've been looking at things. The elements inside those galaxies are the same as the ones found on this Earth. If we can, through some way, figure out how it all began and how it all led to this, our current state, we'll know so much more about the origins of life. Well, the big question, do these images disprove the Big Bang Theory? To be fair, it seems pretty reductive to claim that JWST's new images disprove the Big Bang Theory. Much work has to be done on that theory, and it's been here for almost a century. Of course, not everyone agrees with it, and because of how little is known about the universe and its beginnings, we haven't had enough evidence to address those flaws and holes in the Big Bang Theory. Eric Lerner, an independent plasma researcher, seems to think the images prove that the Big Bang never happened. According to him, the size of the galaxy in the photos is the same as the size of the galaxies near us. This means the universe isn't expanding at all, and with that, the mere existence of these galaxies means the Big Bang never occurred. On the other hand, we can also say these images show us where we were wrong about certain things, and it's all right to admit that. After After all, science isn't cold hard fact, it's an ever-changing landscape. We discovered new information about the universe through these images, and that doesn't mean it completely refutes the Big Bang Theory. It tells us how little we know, and how we should keep seeking more knowledge to add more to these theories. Now in other space news. First up, NASA recruits experts to investigate unidentified aerial phenomena, UAP. Well, look at what we have here. NASA spending a $100,000 budget on recruiting a panel of experts that's going to look into everything related to unidentified aerial phenomena, UAP. And yes, we know what you're thinking. Is that about UFOs? And the answer is yes. When you think of it, UAP and UFO technically refer to the same thing, but these government officials wanted to make it sound fancier, so they went with UAP. Who cares? As long as they're finally probing into the existence of these strange objects in the sky. Daniel Evans, who works at NASA's Science Mission Directorate, explained that they're pretty serious about this project. The panel is going to consist of 15 to 17 experts, and they'll analyze all reports of UAPs. Next, how can you track the Artemis 1 moon mission? In 10 days, we'll be seeing the launch of the Artemis 1 moon mission by NASA. The space agency has created a new online tool for the public to track the spacecraft's Orion's journey to the moon and back. The Artemis real-time orbit website, ARROW, will allow users to access to all the latest news about the spacecraft's 6-week-long voyage. What's more, you'll be able to see exactly how far away from Earth the spacecraft is. All the information on the website will be real-time data. Isn't that cool? We'll be able to track its journey right as it's happening out there in space. And finally, a beautiful new image of the Northern Lights as seen from space. This Wednesday, we were blessed with some really stunning visuals of the Northern Lights by NASA astronaut Bob Hines. He took the photos from the International Space Station and shared them with the world through his Twitter. Eruptions from the sun create magnificent geomagnetic storms, and because of these space storms, we get those dazzling wisps of light. The eruptions basically blast a lot of plasma into Earth's atmosphere. Since the space station orbits around the Earth, the astronauts get to see around 16 sunsets and sunrises on the daily. So for them, these northern lights are a pretty frequent sight. Well, aren't they lucky? That's a wrap for this video. Want to hear more about fantastic space discoveries? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you in the next one.